Welcome, one and all, to In the Name of the Czar. My name is Rex, and we're going to start a game on January 1st, 1936. Troubled times. Even after the Great War, Europe has not seen our last conflicts yet. Different German states are racing for control over the former empire, and their main contenders are the monarchist Prussia and the communist Bavaria. In the east, Russia appears stronger than ever. But this house of cards may be easily toppled. To the west, the old Entente alliance is dealing with internal struggles. Only time will tell what the future holds for Europe. We're going to play as Charles Curtis in the United States, as usual. The United States was an unusual industrial powerhouse during the Great War. Army of the Entente, ultimately, however, they kept themselves out of the war. After the end of the Great War, U.S. turned to do what it referred to as Harding Doctrine, absolute undisturbed isolation. This doctrine was proved to be a failure. However, the American economy has been tumbling down a cliff with the sudden rise of the Socialist Party. Hoover's impeachment in 1934, the upcoming election may prove to be more consequential than the election of Lincoln more than half a century ago. Follow in you know what? We'll follow in not timeline. Let's go. So this is going to be a trial episode like the before episode in Hearts of Oak, but we have done Hearts of Oak before in the past, but we haven't done it in 1.9, so that's why we did it. This, I have not tried in the Name of the Czar before. This is going to be a completely new experience, and my golly, do we have Focus 3? I guess we're going fascist. So I guess we'll go down. What will we go down? New construction opportunities. Go for new construction opportunities. Our country is vast and we should make the fact by industrializing more rural states. Sure. And 1 grands. Let's get a bunch of them. We're going to be low on them for a while. Gosh, we're really not doing too well. We only have 2 research slots. Yeah, we better fix that soon.
Commands.
Let's go for some heavy cruisers. There we go. We'll have a large heavy cruiser navy. Let's see the way they go. Anyway, Russia's strong. Diet of Galicia, that's interesting. Hungarian People's Republic. That's cool to see Kurt. Unfortunately, they don't have a custom focus tree, but a lot of nations do, at least. Like China has one. Qing does not have one, which is sad to see. I'm surprised Qing doesn't have one. I think you would do that, but I guess not. I guess they only gave one to the Republic of China. Anyway, this is just going to be probably 1 episode series, so I don't really know. Anyway, let's grab our troops. 22 divisions. Assign them to General George S. Patton. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Ready to move.
Deploy on the southern border. Here we go. American situation. Give me a second, guys. We've got food shortages. That is not great. During 1916, while war raged across Europe in Europe, the Great War, President Woodrow Wilson, upon receiving Democratic nomination for president, proclaimed that regardless of any further changes in European war, the United States shall remain a neutral state. President Wilson stayed true to his word. The United States never got involved in the Great War. By 1921, a senator from Ohio, Warren Harding, became president, defeating Ohio Governor Cox and Assistant Navy Secretary Franklin Roosevelt. Harding passed on August 5th, 1923. 13 days after suffering a heart attack, his legacy lived on through President Coolidge, who implemented the Harding Doctrine of undisturbed isolation. Then on March 4th, 1929, Herbert Hoover became president, marking the start of the most turbulent years in American history. Between the War of 1812 until the death of Lincoln by 1930, industrial and agricultural production stagnated before taking a significant downturn in December 1932, just weeks before Hoover's landslide victory against New York Governor Franklin Delano Roosevelt. After the public learned of Roosevelt's crippling disability following polio, Hoover failed to improve the situation by questioning his dealings that linked back to the teapot dome scandal that crippled Harding's administration, such that Hoover personally profited using Commerce Department to sell some of the oil. Hoover was soon impeached by Congress on July 4, 1934. Charles Curtis was sworn in as the 32nd President of the United States of America. Throughout the past 6 years, the Socialist Party has gained ground in many industrial states, whilst he belonged to the American Union Party now dominates politics in the former Confederate States, resulting in a divided Congress. While with increasing fears with President Curtis's health, many wonder will he run for the upcoming president election and potentially become the first president to resign. Regardless, the country teeters on the edge of disaster with the four-way presidential election. Is unclear what may happen next. Roger Dodger. Gosh, we don't have very great things. King George V has died. May he rest in peace. Confederation on the Rhine. That's interesting to see. Curtis's heart attack. Earlier this morning, it was revealed that President Curtis suffered a heart attack. He is still in good health, but since announced many people questioning will he run for re-election in November. We wish him a speedy recovery. Indeed so. Indeed so.
Ready to move. Yes, sir.
That's nice. We can go for let's go for Midwestern expansion. The Young Turk Rebellion. Things are heating up in Europe. Interesting. Going for mass assault, it looks like. Interesting. Whether that'll be helpful or not, we'll see. Midwestern expansion. Let's go for... we don't need fortify. Reform. Guess I'll go for resource effort, or that would be helpful. I don't know. I might go for here right now. Spanish Republic has declared war on Spain. The Spanish Civil War. What will this mean for Spain? So we might just this is probably gonna be a 1-episode series, and if we do come back, we may come back to this. I'm not sure. I'm just running a bunch of series to see what works. Sorry about being quiet earlier. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I'm doing. By the way, we're coming back to Kaiserreich. That'll be tomorrow, if you're wondering. We'll get like 3 episodes out tomorrow. I'm just a bit tired, so you're wondering what day is this filmed. Look at the day it says it was filmed or published. The day it's published is usually the day it's filmed. Anyway, besides that interesting fact, I'm just tired today. Got a couple tests today. Today's not been a fantastic day. It's been a moderate day. I'm tired. Play with friends later. Federal research grants. But you can expect at least Democratic National Convention, Roger. Republican National Convention. It's for the better. Nikolai dies. Long live Tsar Mikhail. I don't know why they don't have... Good thing they have a... They have a tiny focus... Oh, no it isn't. They have a decently sized focus tree. Oh, very large, but it's large enough, I guess. I'm not sure if Canada should have this flag, mod developers, but you can do what you want, I guess. Anyway. We're gonna go for concentrated industry. The games of the 11th Olympiad. The games are concluded. English athletes saw the most winning success. Okay, 19th. The Russians, Americans came in. Oh, we came in the second with 19. The Russians came in third. Interesting. Oh, they even have a thing. That's interesting. Mechanical computing. I guess we'll go down radio right now. Or not. Might go down. We're gonna go down radio. And I don't know who we're gonna elect, honestly. Bavaria proclaims German hegemony. This can't end well. Let's get concentrated industry. You have a large factory base, which is nice. You just don't have the military that the Bavarians have. The Bavarians have a giant military. Given the events of the past 4 years, Hoover's impeachment, the economic collapse, and the advent of a food shortage across the country, the election is being dubbed as the most consequential election since 1860. The election for the first time was given a rise of a third-party victory. The four candidates are Republican Al Flann, Democratic House Speaker John Nance Garner, Socialist Senator Burton K. Wheeler of Montana, and American Union Party Senator Huey Long, dictator of Louisiana. Officials are warning this election could well result in the election and the advent. I think we're gonna elect. Oh gosh, the Republicans. Alfie. Give me the Yep, we've already read that. May the best win, and it is us with Alf Landon. If you guys would like to see us go down the Civil War route, tell me. I might do that. Prussia integrates New Deutschland. It seems like Prussia wants reunification. You know what? We're not gonna do Alf Landon. I'm gonna change it to last minute. You're like, that's save scumming. You're not wrong. That is save scumming, but don't you guys want to see Huey Long in? I mean, it's Huey Long. Let's see America first. May the best win. Huey Long. You know, let's see all of them. We're here. I think let's see who's the best. Let's see, guys. I mean, gotta see who's the best looking. Who's the best looking for the job? That's probably not how you should judge, but socialist. He does. I think we may elect Garner, actually, to the position. Or Alf. You know, I think we might go with Alf. The Republicans. I just went with Alf again. We did not mean to do that. Let's go back for a second. The Democrats. Oh my gosh. The best win. John Nance Garner. He dislikes Germany. How the hell does he like? There is no Germany, man. Oh my gosh. How the hell does that make sense? There ain't no Germany, John Nance. There ain't no Germany. Anyway. We're gonna like good old-fashioned Alf. I think he looks the nicest in his white suit. Anschluss of Saxony. With the fright of the Southern Commune, German states have become more frightened by the expansionist doctrine. The government of Prussia has proposed a pact of Saxony, establishing the Reichsprotectorate of Saxony. Today, Prussian First and Second Armies finally entered the city of Leipzig, forming the first Saxonian garrison with the local militia. With the occupation, the Kingdom of Prussia almost gave total control of Saxony. Wilhelm II believes this pact will provide stability and security in the region. Saxony was a irrelevant state anyway. Focus on the civilian sector. Let's go expand the federal government. Let's see how we can get to... let's go down. Expand the federal government right now. Portuguese monarchy restored. The return of the king. King Manuel II. King Edward the 6th, 7th, 8th advocates. Interesting. Prussian dictator dies. Hans von Seck taking power of Prussia following Germany's defeat in Mill Creek, former military state of Prussia, and sending the kingdom's recovery path. Hans von Seck was known for his conservative views in the Prussian future. With the death of people, Prussia might find Endeavor's action successor. August von Mackensen is expected to take his post next week. Interesting. August von Mackensen. Interesting. Congressional elections. With the presidential election, the Congress goes to... The Republicans have Congress. Why people keep electing the Republicans? Hey, I don't know, but Alf looks nice, and that's why they're electing him now. So, anyway, that's our reasoning. Hate it or don't, I don't care. We have a lot of factories, which is nice. Construction 2. Improved machine tools. Radio broadcast centrally. It's the Three Dog! Anyway. Expand the federal government. Let's issue executive orders. I guess we can go for what's his face? I guess we can go for a silent workforce. Not bad choice. Germany's just interesting, I tell ya. They have way more military factories. The Ohio River flood in 1937. The Ohio River flood in 1937 took place in late January and February 1937 with damage stretching from Pittsburgh, Cairo to Illinois. 1 million people were left homeless, 385 were dead. Property losses have reached over 500 million. The southern Ohio faced one of the worst floods in its history. The flood was particularly difficult for the city of Cincinnati, where flood levels have reached almost 80 feet. That's horrible. That really is horrible. Because now we have a lot to repair. So we're going to bring up repair to the top. And we'll move them slowly just towards the top. Oh gosh, they have a heck of a lot of divisions. August week. I guess we'll reform the Department of Agriculture. So I wonder who's going to win that war. Go with England. Yes, they should. Got improved machine tools. I guess we'll go down fuel refining right now. France and Britain announced alliance. They are preparing for the worst. France joins the Allies. The Hindenburg disaster. Return of the King. Interesting. Juan III has returned to lead his nation to glory. Opening of the Golden Gate Bridge. Good. Issue food stamps. Let's get rid of the concentrated industry. Let's go for excavation 1. Oh, they're recognizing Prussia. I don't think the commune will be able to come back from this. Well, maybe they will. But we don't have the manpower, which is the problem. They're both going to try and aggressively take back what's theirs. Nearly out circumnavigates the globe. Hurrah to that. You need to start building up their troops, or they're not going to be able. They're going to get outbeaten by these southern communists somehow. I don't know how, but somehow these communists are doing very well. Serbia begins unification talks. This is going to be interesting. Well, probably will go past, because apparently they're already part of it. Oh, they've elected Mikhail, or they already have Mikhail. Poor Afghanistan. Feel bad for him. Prussia integrates Neo-Deutschland. With the rise of the Southern Commune, German states became more frightened by their expansionist doctrine. Governor of Prussia proposed a pact with Neo-Deutschland, establishing the Reichsprotectorate of Neo-Deutschland. Today, the Prussian First Panzer Army officially entered the city of Hamburg, forming the first Weser garrison with the militia. With this occupation, the King of Prussia has almost total control of North Germany. The Prussian government believes this pact will provide stability and security in the region. Seems like Prussia wants they definitely want unification, guys. Got the North German Confederation. If you guys would like to see Victoria too, leave a like. Smash the comment button, because I know it's not actually a button. Just please leave a comment. Please. Anyway. Russia declared war on Afghanistan. Interesting. There we go. That's fantastic. State food supplies is going to be even better. And then we can remove spirit high unemployment rate, which will be fantastic. Then we can get rid of Harding Doctrine, which will be even better. Qing Empire joined the Chinese United Front. Half rooting for the Chinese United Front. I'm half rooting for the for the Japanese. The election's 1938. They've gone with democracy. They still have Otto von Habsburg, which is nice. What do you mean national? I don't know what they're talking about. I guess the Slovenians, but... Let's get rid of high unemployment rate once and for all. Maybe not once and for all, but you know what I'm saying. Guess I'll have to wait for them to eventually finish up. That's annoying. Anyway. Five divisions we can deploy. Nice. That's good. They have that. I'm not gonna root for them in the next Great War. I'm rooting for the other guys. Computing machine, let's get decryption. We're almost able to end the Depression of 1932. Awesome. We can go down State Department expansion. Oh, they were able to they'll be able to defeat the Southern Commune in a fight, definitely. Kingdom of Spanish Republic was annexed. Good for the Kingdom of Spain. That's interesting. Army equipment shortages. Russia took 2 states of poor Afghanistan was annexed. Poor Afghanistan. The Russia grows, unfortunately. It's a scary sight to see. I hate seeing Russia grow. I hate seeing the Volgas grow. France abandons the Rhineland. Annexation Confederation. The Rhine communes are willing to reunite Germany under the flag of the Red Star. Rhineland is a region of Germany industry. Ultimately, France has announced its intention to withdraw from the Rhineland, leaving the Rhenish on their own. They still have military access, but... State Department expansion. Let's go for abandon the Harding Doctrine. This will take 100 days, but so be it. At least we'll have it done. But general election, what are they going to elect? I'm hoping to go down and restore German glory. Excavation 2. Let's go down to construction 3. Yugoslavia, a new country in Europe. It's smaller, but... Oh gosh! Even though they... Gosh, jeez Louise. Elections in Germany. Interesting. Friedrich Wilhelm von Hohenzollern will have to defeat the powerful. How'd they get the Rhine? Jeez Louise. Surprised they got the Rhine. Still, they have more factories, not as much manpower though. But that's because they're on service by requirement, so that makes sense. Anyway. After this, we can go for partial mobilization, which will be fantastic. Hope they go down German state, honestly, but I guess to come down power to the Kaiser. Interesting. Russia declared war on Iran. Jeez, how much land do they want? Russia expansion to Persia. This can't end well. Russia is expanding at a fast rate. I would say too fast a rate. What did they delete troops? It looks like they have less troops now. Guess we'll reform. I guess we'll go down here. Reform the Treasury Department. We'll go down partial MOB. And let's go down. I don't know what fascism would boost. It's interesting to think about. What would it boost? I guess William Dudley Pelley. Anyway. I guess it'll boost the conservatives' popularity. Which helps our stability a little. Awesome. Let's go for concentrated industry 3. It's almost even with their forces. It's almost even. King of Italy joins the Allies. Awesome. Synthetic oil experiments. Let's go down. Oil processing. We're building quite a lot. Our giant factory amount. It's close. I can't tell you who's gonna win. Iran was annexed. Darn. People will release an Iran puppet over there. I don't know. I guess we can go down War Powers Act, which we might go down. Anyway, this is probably it for today's episode. I hope you guys have all enjoyed and have a good day. My name is Rex. We are signing off in 3, 2, 1, 0, 1. Bye.